everybody's like, oh, that's so sweet, not realizing that he's just Canadian. I feel like this is just how average Canadians operate. Like, I just assume this is exactly how every Canadian is. I'm saying it.
Folks, it's not lost on me that many of my videos start with me talking about TikTok, but I can't help it. I'm freaking glued to the thing. For You page, more like For Glue page. Over the past few years, TikTok has become one of the main ways that people consume video, and it's unavoidable
which is terrifying and not very great
at this point. Everybody has TikTok. Dude, even my mom has TikTok. I guess having a handsome, hilarious, perfect son wasn't enough. You had to download a friggin' app. And of course, you got people like Charlie D'Amelio and Addison Rae. Does Addison Rae do anything anymore? I don't know. You got tons of people raking in billions of views on TikTok, which snowballs into huge successful careers and a bunch of money. But what's crazy is those people never would have blown up the way they did if it weren't for a bunch of friggin' math nerds who made a really, really good algorithm. Probably the only rhythm they got. Nerds can't dance. The TikTok For Glue page is a technical feat. And settle down, freaks, a technical feat isn't a robot with nice toes. Dude, my For You page knows me better than myself, I think. 95% of my For You page is just cooking, shit posting, and dogs. But the other 5% is something that I didn't even know I enjoyed. And that is independent musicians. I mean, who knows why? Maybe it's because I had a chart-topping country song a few years ago, but who knows? And some of these independent musicians on TikTok are objectively bad. I'm in Spain without the S. But I think the rest of the independent musicians are up for interpretation. Art is subjective.
Okay, so I thought he was gonna bust out I'm rectangular. I was like, uh-oh, our boy's about to get cooked.
At the end of the day. In the morning, not so much. But amidst all the machine gun smellies, if you scroll on TikTok for long enough, you'll find some gold. Which brings us to the topic of this video. First off, let's take it back a bit. April 2022. I'm scrolling on TikTok, as one does, and a snippet from a music video pops up on my For You page. It was a woman and a man singing a duet in a forest on a cloudy day. And the song was unlike anything I've ever heard before. And dude, when I first saw that, call me Dustin Hoffman, because I was hooked. There was something so raw and unique about the vocals. The image.
It's vagina music. Like, it's just straight up vagina music. Like 100%. You know it when you see it. That's what it is.
The was so haunting and intriguing, and everyone else thought the same. This is 80s post-industrial fantasy goth, and I'm obsessed. And they're right, dude. It's mystical, atmospheric, and in a world.
What's vagina music? Kate Bush.
Dominated by A, B, C, D, E, F, U music. This song was the fish swimming upstream. Dude, this song is what this picture looks like. Bury in the night, shady, hear me. And from there, I immediately started watching the rest of his videos, and I instantly became a fan. Who is this mysterious musician, you may ask? His name is James Japeski. He does it all, dude. He produces all of his songs. He writes all the lyrics. I don't know, man. There was just something about him that was extremely admirable. So I blessed him with a follow. I had to. I even got my friends hooked on James. Me and Jacob were always sending his videos back and forth. And we were devoted fans for like a year, pretty much. And throughout that year, he was posting new music, posting teasers about a musical film he's working on. And he was also doing live shows. And what piqued my interest is when I saw that one of these live shows took place like an hour away from my house. So I shot my shot. I sent James a DM to see if he'd be down for a little interview, like a little documentary style video about James. Because over the years, I've highlighted a lot of shitty people on my channel, and I think it'd be a nice change of pace to highlight someone nice and good. And a few hours later, James responded. Absolutely, I am totally down for that. So, me, Jacob, and Dean hopped in my car and drove over to spend a day with James Japeski. And what that day snowballed into is something that I will never forget for the rest of my life. So sit back and come along as we enter the mystical world of James Japeski.
Unrelated to this, but I got so mad at some fucking dumbass irony poison groiper Twitter user who was like, these guys all look so creepy and like so effete. Everyone on YouTube looks this way. I was just like, fuck you. Like making fun of Kurtis and making fun of Eddie Burback and all these other people. And it was just like, that shit makes me so mad. They always like group people that have like a mullet or a mustache. And it's always like these fucking pathetic losers on Twitter who've never fucking made any kind of content that has been captivating beyond just like talking shit from a goddamn anonymous account where all you're fucking doing is just, you know, all you're fucking doing is just chirp, 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 chirp. Every single one of these fucking irony-poisoned losers who are like maybe 4 or 5 years ago like leftists, but now are just like reactionary fucking weird loser groypers. Every single one of those losers, whenever they try to dovetail their constant fucking chirping on Twitter into some kind of other content, it always fails. Okay? It always fails so disastrously, so spectacularly, and I'm here for it, okay? My brother, it's like you always say those people have the same vibe. It's always the same fucking weirdos, these same goddamn losers that are like, bro, these guys fucking suck, right? And the hilarity of this is that whenever they try to fucking make content, some of them make YouTube videos and shit like that. You know what I mean? You can find it if you're a stupid enough person like I am, or brain broken enough like I am. You can find their fucking videos. They make videos from time to time, or they make like Substacks, or they make Ko-Fi accounts, whatever the fuck. They make podcasts, and I always go and look. I want to see how you are in my territory. I make content on a daily fucking basis. So I want to see what you do when you're in my fucking realm of the world. Because I'm in your realm of the world. I'm shit posting with the best of them. I'm talking shit on Twitter. I'm just as mentally ill as you are. I'm just as pathetic as you are. I hate myself just as much as you do. Okay? So I like to look. I don't tap the glass, but I like to be petty. And I like to look at their fucking, work. I like to look at their work. I want to see what kind of work they've put out. None of them can sustain 20 viewers on Twitch, even if they have 10K plus Twitter followers. Trust? Exactly. Especially always when these motherfuckers. I've decided it's much better for me mentally to not fucking talk about these idiots and instead just live life. Live La Vida Loca. You know what I'm saying? Live La Vida Loca. Don't fucking focus on these idiots. Don't give them clout. Don't give them attention that they're desperately seeking. And instead, just look at their failures and enjoy it personally. You know? That's what I do.
All right, it is 9 in the morning. I am driving.
That doesn't look like a Lamborghini, you liar.
A little outside of Toronto to set up our interview with James today. I may have an end goal here. I absolutely have an end goal with this interview, but I'm not going to reveal that just yet. So I'm gonna keep my eyes on the road. So see ya. I wanted to make a good first impression on James, so I bought this beautiful modern home specifically for this video. That's a joke, but I'm hoping to make that same joke to James to make him laugh. And as you can see, we were already making ourselves right at home.
You eating his food?
It's one banana.
Me and the fellows were giddy with excitement while we awaited James' arrival. And a few minutes later, there he was.
I can't believe he bought a house. Cancel him. Get his ass. Also, that house, I mean, I don't know what part of Canada they're in. Probably not Toronto anymore, but that house to purchase would probably be like 10 fucking gorillion dollars.
I met James at the door and he shook all of our hands. Now it was time to try out my joke.
I bought this house just for this video.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Work like a charm.
All right, hello James.
Hello Kurtis, it's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Absolutely.
Nice to meet you in person.
I'm James Shepesky. I'm a singer, songwriter, record producer. I work in audio for a theater company. I do light shows, movies, Born to entertain is my slogan. Like
I love this man already. He's the best.
when I was little, I used to run around the house just like screaming, making songs off the top of my head, you know, like nothing good. But,
Freestyling.
I'm sorry, little kids.
Yeah, well, you know, like it was noise we could classify that as. But, you know, as I got older, I started to like write a few like simple melodies and stuff. And 2013 was a big year because I asked my parents for...
Bro, not all autistic people from Canada are the same. Like, what the fuck? He reminds me of Nardwar. Okay, dude.
Soundboard for Christmas. They came through and they got me a soundboard and a microphone, so I was like, yes!
Yeah, shout out to the parents.
I know, yeah. I owe them everything because they really helped me get started in music. They also got me some recording software, and then I discovered we have this keyboard in our house, and I was like, hey, I could use this keyboard to make my own instrumentals. So, you know, I started playing around with some multi-track instrumental stuff, and I made a full song for my one song called Rich and I'm Alive.
Baby, I'm alive. In fact, I have a soul.
It turned out terrible. The original recording was so bad. This is I want to let you know, this is before I released anything to YouTube or anything.
Okay, wow.
Which was good that I waited, because the world did not need to hear my early stuff. So, you know, I wrote a few other songs. I wrote a song called Music is the Way.
When I start to play, I feel a whole new way.
I posted it, shared it with my friends on Instagram, and my little tiny following I had at the time, they all loved it. And I was like, hey, this is fun. I like doing music. I love releasing it. So from that day on, that was 2017, July 28th. That was the very first song. Oh, of course. It's the J Music anniversary. Every year I have it in my phone to post something because like it's the anniversary.
That's so cool.
So basically ever since then, I've been creating music. And every month or two, I like to release a new song, music videos, working with other singers, and I've just expanded.
So we know James produces, writes, and performs all of his own music. We know he edits all of his own videos and acts in them as well. But that's not all. On top of all of that, he also programs and orchestrates his very own light shows. I didn't even know that was a thing you could do. The only light show I've ever done is when my dog wakes me up really early and I go to turn a light switch on, but I'm oh so eepy. So I keep flicking a bunch on
He's so TikTok, dude. Oh, so EP. Oh, God.
and off until I get the right one. You know what I mean? Not as impressive. So after watching his entire light show on YouTube, I had to ask.
What is EP? It's people on TikTok. It's Zoomer speak for sleepy. It's a cute way to say sleepy, which is already a cute thing to say.
Ask him about it.
I give that all to Disney. So like,
okay.
I love, so Disney, like, have you ever been to Disney World before?
I've been to Disney.
What else do you call adults obsessed with Disney, right? Losers. I'm kidding.
I went when I was 3, so I don't remember.
There's this one show called Phantasmic, which like I've always loved that show. And basically, it's a show that kind of combined, like they
Good dodge, Curtis.
call it a nighttime spectacular because it's not just lighting, it's not just live performance, it's got a little bit of everything. It's
Fireworks.
Yeah, it's got fireworks. Like I've always loved that show. My parents, they actually bought me the CD of the soundtrack. So I would put it back in the old days. I put on the CD, and with my little Disney villains and Disney figurines, I'd put on the show. With little, I'd tape all these flashlights and all these dollar store finger lights all around.
Oh, cool.
And so it started like that, and then I was like, wouldn't it be cool if I could get like a controller to control all these lights? So that got me into DMX, more professional lighting. So I got all,
DMX?
yeah, digital multiplex.
Oh, okay. He's a rapper as well. DMX is
I know, but it's
It'd be crazy if he helped you with it.
well, no, DMX is basically just a way to control lights, like how they control the theater and all that stuff. So basically, it allows me to hook up my lights to one controller, and then I can link them all together and can program scenes and stuff.
Okay, cool.
So I started with like 1 or 2 lights, and then I just kept buying lights and more lights and more lights. Got some cool computer software, and then yeah.
The rest is history.
If you watch James Japesky's music videos, you'll notice that he collaborates with other artists pretty frequently, but there is one person he collaborates with the most, and that is Nicole Beer. Awesome last name.
Cheers, I'll drink to that, bro.
She sings in a lot of the songs, she appears as main characters in his movies. She's an integral part of the James Japesky extended universe. And obviously every time James posts on TikTok with Nicole, every single comment is asking if they're dating or not, because they're two people who hang out a lot. And that's where you go wrong.
It's like one of those weird situations because like I know that that's parasocial and wrong to think, but immediately I thought the same as well. Like, but here, this is the normal part of being a human being that is an adult and not a parasocial brain broken person, which is I thought that, okay, but I didn't say it, and I would never comment underneath it. Like, this is not something that I would bring up because you know what? It's their life. Who cares? I'm there to enjoy the content. That's the difference.
Man, if you appear with anyone online more than one time, I'm sorry, there's already a fanfic about you two people. That's just the way it goes. So I figured I'd let James set the record straight on his completely platonic professional relationship with Nicole.
So we actually took the same program at Conestoga, the TV broadcast.
Oh, cool.
So we met there. The first project we did together was actually the Soul music video.
I need
so
to
we did
get
some like group projects and stuff together in school. And well, that Soul music video was actually a project for school. Like we had to create a short video. I was like, I'm making a music video, guys. Like this is my kind of assignment, guys. Like yeah. And so I was asking around people in the class that I knew to help with it. I was like, hey Nicole, do you want to be in this? And she was like, sure. So that was kind of the first thing we did together. And then from there, you know, we did another project called A Dream in Color.
You know I dream in black and white when you are gone.
And then yeah, from there, because we worked so well together, we just continued doing music basically, and we've been working on music ever since. And
cool.
I feel like when we're working together, we both feed off of each other's creative ideas, and we're just able to create some really good stuff together. And we have fun, so it's basically like you're just hanging out, having fun, making music, you know. So it's I don't feel of it as like a job or anything, because it's hanging out with friends, doing stuff we enjoy doing, right?
In the modern day, if you want to make it, damn, I should film here every time. It looks so good. In the modern day, if you want to make it in the music industry, you gotta be on TikTok. Listening to a top 40 playlist is essentially the same thing as scrolling through trending TikTok sounds, except the songs are too long. And like I said, TikTok is how I found James and his music. And I have my issues with the app, like how people can say the most racist, misogynistic, transphobic shit ever with zero consequences. Well, bad consequences at least. But on the flip side, TikTok can be a life-changing thing for people. Tons of careers have started and blossomed because of TikTok. So I was curious to get an up-and-coming musician's opinion about the app.
TikTok, oh my gosh, I could go on and on about TikTok.
So when did you start using TikTok?
Okay, funny thing about TikTok. So when TikTok first came out, or whenever it started getting popular, I was in high school, and I thought it was the most stupid app ever. But there was one thing that I overlooked, and that is it's got an incredible algorithm.
Nerds can't dance.
So I would post like little clips of my songs, you know, get like 10 views. It's like, okay, whatever. I did do this one crazy little dancing video that went kind of viral, and I was like, oh, okay. But, you know, people didn't really follow. It was just that one video, so it didn't really make a lasting impact. And then Fairy in the Night came out, and that was the song that changed everything. It was a life-changing song.
There's a fairy in the night, she'd hear me and take me away.
That's how I found out about you from that.
That's how most people found out me. So anyways, that was a song that Nicole and I did, and I feel like everything with that song just worked. It had a really cool melody. It was my first time doing like two kind of overlapping harmony parts. Like there's, it's basically like we're having a conversation, me and Nicole singing back to each other, and posted it on YouTube. Posted a little like 30-second clip on TikTok. You know, wasn't expecting anything crazy. The next day I look at my phone, how many views and comments is that? And I was like, Nicole, I think we had a song that went viral.
So our interview took place in the middle of James filming his new musical film, Darkness, that actually tells the origin story of the fairy in the night. Here's the synopsis. When a mysterious girl living far away from human civilization is kidnapped by the slick and incredibly handsome man of pure evil, she must learn to trust in a young Boy Scout to keep her safe from the darkness of the night.
For this film, basically, I stopped by, okay, I'll just open a document on my computer and I start typing like basic ideas. When you're working with really talented actors like Nicole and my sister Rebecca, she's in it, and they're really good at improvising. And I feel like sometimes you can come up with better stuff if I just give them direction like, okay, this is the motive for your character, this is what needs to happen in the scene. Let's make it happen. That's what it's all about, right? Is I do this stuff because I enjoy doing it. I don't really do it to make money. I do it, like that's what I'm working at the theater for. I do it because I enjoy doing it, and I want people to see my work, and I want to entertain the world. Born to entertain, you know, that's the slogan. That's what I'm all about.
Yeah, my next question was, you know, what sort of motivates you to keep creating art?
People actually like this? Yes, they do. Yo, guys, okay, mods, you don't have to ban every single person that's like even a little bit of a hater, you know what I mean? You can just like time them out if you want. God damn. Holy shit, trigger fingers are on lock today. I know there's a lot of fucking extra weirdos. Oh, he got timed out? Never mind.
Art, but you just answered it.
because I love it.
A few weeks after our interview, something happened that I thought would never happen. I was invited to appear in the movie Darkness. James friggin' messages me out of the blue, says he needed some extras to dance in the background of the biggest shot of the entire film. That would mean that me, Kurt, would be canon, call me Nick Cannon, that would mean I would be canon in the Fairy in the Night universe. So I said yes immediately. So a couple weeks later, me and Dean were hopping back in my car to head back to Kitchener to be in the movie. We are in
It seems like you keep showing a Lamborghini, but it's not a Lamborghini.
Kitchener/Waterloo. We're getting some behind-the-scenes footage of I'm gonna call him James. His name's James. So yeah, we're gonna go there. We're gonna actually be in the movie, and I'm really excited. I'm excited to see how he operates, how he, what his process is when he's filming one of these movie scenes. So yeah, I wanted to film stuff sooner, but we were pretty. He was busy. I was busy. I was in London and LA.
Dude, wait, are people saying he's scabbing? Brother, I don't think my man is making a feature film that's going to be, blessing the silver screen anytime soon, okay? I think he's just making his own personal YouTube video with his sister and this other girl from his program in Canada.
My life is a movie. I feel like I'm just on the go all the time, you know what I mean? It's like embarrassing how much I'm just like a.
Do you want me to agree with you?
Yeah,
I don't want to agree with you.
The big finale and the big opening.
Good to see you, pal.
How's it going? Good. You do some dancing?
Oh yeah, I was born ready.
Awesome. How's it going, Kurtis?
Good to see you.
James gave us the rundown of the video shoot and even had a full-on call sheet and everything. And this was the first time I got to fully see James in his element. Just talking to him about his art was inspiring enough, but being there and seeing James's passion for what he was trying to make was so infectious. And he was committed to his character all day, because it was like 2 degrees Celsius, and he was in his character's costume of just a t-shirt and jeans the entire time. But after a long day, we got a pretty good music video.
So sing a song of laughter and sing a song of praise.
He did so much good work, and that, Kurtis, you fucking slayed. You absolutely slayed, my man.
Sing to everybody.
In between takes of us dancing, me and Dean sat down at a picnic table to take a break. And this is when another extra named Reggie approached us. And we did not expect this conversation to go the way that it did.
Boys, what is this documentary? You following the chronicles of James and his...
Kurtis just found him super interesting.
I grew up in this area, and me and my buddies discovered this guy like 3 years ago. Like before there was TikTok and he had an account on YouTube. And we were just like, what's the word where you're just like enamored, like lost in this guy's passion and drive, right?
Exactly what we thought.
Like this guy is going to, like his energy is so infectious.
Yeah.
Wait, last night, were you... He did a TikTok
live. That was, so I paid him to come and do his first gig. It was supposed to be like a birthday party, but it ended up just being me and like one buddy. So James ended up bringing more people than like I had there.
Oh my god.
But
awesome.
I didn't really I just wanted to give him like a boost of confidence that he can actually make money on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And have
That's amazing.
like a support around him.
Yeah.
And then he brought a couple friends, and he played like he was playing in front of a fucking stadium.
Yeah.
You know? And it was in front of like 2 people.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's absolutely incredible.
And he played for like 3 hours. This is like the first time I've supported him financially, but
Yeah.
like, I've been like passing on his messages and his videos and stuff.
Right.
For somebody who just puts himself out there, you know?
For sure.
Absolutely.
Unfiltered and just raw, and it's very
Incredibly passionate about his...
Everybody's like, oh, that's so sweet, not realizing that he's just Canadian. I feel like this is just how average Canadians operate. Like, I just assume this is exactly how every Canadian is, you know?
about his craft.
And I respect people like that take risks and like he's just going for it. I don't have the balls this guy has to like just go out there and just absolutely kill it and slay it.
You want to say something? Dude, I couldn't have planned a better interaction to have with someone that day. That conversation with Reggie pretty much confirmed everything that I was feeling about James and his art. It is incredibly easy to be ironic and sarcastic about shit and try to act like you're cooler than everything else. I do that shit all the time, you know, just because it's easier than being genuine. But being unapologetic and sincere and passionate about the art that you're making is incredibly admirable. Also, side note, Reggie was also like such a beauty to show up and dance in that music video because apparently he had a broken shoulder the whole time.
I have to go to the hospital. My shoulder's broken. I'm in so much pain right now.
Still dancing though. As you can see, I'll put some footage here. We were background dancers for the final song, I believe. The one thing I really noticed was that we didn't get this on camera, but James is not afraid to tell you if you did something that he didn't want you to do. He has a vision, and if you don't do what his vision is, you know, he'll fucking tell you. Yeah. And honestly, respect. Because if it was most people, they'd just be like, "Yeah, good job." And now we're gonna go get some food.
Stupid! Give me your lunch money now!
I've done my fair share of criticizing in my career, but I don't think anything I've said has like crossed the line from joking to bullying. And if it did, they probably deserved it. But TikTok is a different story, dude. You could say the meanest thing you could possibly think of from the darkest part of your brain, and you would get exactly 1 million likes from it. It's wild. And talking to James, it seems like it doesn't affect him whatsoever, so I wanted to talk to him and find out his secret.
So the big thing that you gotta keep in mind is that a lot of people on TikTok are stupid. And
damn, dude. Goddamn. Preach, King. Fucking preach, dude. 0 falsehoods recognized here. Holy fuck.
Talk your shit, Jay.
not offense to my fans. My fans.
People are so mean on TikTok that people just trying to be creative for no reason. Dude, it's the same as Twitter. It's the same as Twitch. We're all fucking husks, okay? We're all just deeply undesirable, angry fucking losers. We're bitter all the goddamn time. And we need to just like weaponize that bitterness. We need to direct that just untapped anger into something. They tried to blame you for the K-pop group, lol. Yeah, I know. Those people are just like actually... Well, the people that try to blame me for that American J-pop group disbanding were also specifically weaponizing that. They are like extra stupid. Those were Nazis and lolly defenders. They were weird. Motherfuckers actually try to blame you. Yeah, they try to like astroturf a stupid fucking cause, which is hilarious because like the cause itself was really dumb. The cause itself was not something that like a massive amount of people would be on board with, even if I was responsible for the crime that they were saying I was responsible for. You know what I mean? It's like, wow, a fucking random fan-made J-pop group got disbanded. I can't believe we should kill Hasan is not necessarily something that people will get on board with.
I love you guys. I'm talking about the people that are just mean out there.
Exactly, yeah.
But no, like basically I feel like a lot of people comment mean things because they see that I'm having some success and
like fun. Like
and fun. I'm having fun.
Yeah.
And people that are
I hate that.
Lives, they don't like seeing other people have fun. They don't like happy people. I'll admit, I'm not a professional singer. I might not sing every note perfectly.
I hate that. I hate fun.
Right, nobody.
But I must be doing something right because people are watching the stuff. People are buying personalized videos, CDs, so people must like the content.
Exactly.
I'm sure not everyone likes it, but hey, as long as I got a decent following that do enjoy it, then that's what matters, right? Like, I'm not trying to appeal to the whole world because you're never going to be able to appeal to the whole world. There's always going to be people that don't like your stuff. I don't really worry about what other people think. I do what I want to do. If I wake up and it's like, I want to write a song, I'm going to write a song.
He's
I'm not going to let it stop me if someone's like, oh, well, I might not like that. Like, I don't care what you think. I want to write a song. I'm going to write a song. People have all these dreams, all these things they want to do, but something's holding them back. And they feel like, oh, well, what if I'm not good enough? Or what if someone doesn't like it? Well, who cares? You're not going to please everyone, right? Like, just do what you want to do and ignore the haters.
All right, so it was nearing the end of our interview. And earlier in the video, I said that I had an end goal. I may have an end goal here. And looking back on my content, it seems that I release one song every year. And we're halfway through 2023 and I haven't made a song yet. So who better to make the song of 2023 and possibly the song of the summer than the one and only James Chapesky.
Do you have like a dream collab? Like if you were to collab with any artist?
A dream collab?
Yeah, any artist in the world, alive or dead.
It'd be really cool if me and Michael Jackson did something, you know? We both have...
You and Michael Jackson, that track would go hard.
That would be fun, though. You gotta admit, like, that might be too much wahoo in one video.
Okay, cool. Would you ever be open to collaborating with like a lesser-known musician?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I love collaborating with as many different people as possible.
Okay,
and
cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Would you ever collab with like a country artist?
Sure. I mean, I've never really done any country, but I mean, I like new country. Like, I think it sounds great. I mean, so yeah, I'm totally open to expanding upon my genres and yeah.
Just say it, man.
Basically.
Well, if you didn't know, I put out a song like last year. It got to #4 on the country charts.
Really?
Yeah. So if you ever
Whoa. Okay.
Would you ever want to?
I would love to do that. Absolutely. Absolutely.
We don't have to do a country song, but it would be cool.
No, I think that would be a great idea. I'm always down for collaborations. So it's a definite yes from me. Absolutely.
Perfect.
And with the song collab secured, there was only one thing left to ask.
Would you mind teaching me your dance that you?
Oh yes, absolutely. Okay, I got to stand for this. You might have to readjust the cameras. You're gonna burn a lot of calories doing this. Just try not to pass out. You know, got to breathe when you're doing it.
Should I just watch you first?
This is what it looks like in full speed.
Oh wow.
You burn a lot of calories. Like I said, think of it as you're moving every part of your body as fast as possible.
Okay.
So the arms, you can kind of do like a snappy kind of thing. Basically, to do this, do it.
He's so good. He's just, this is really important for guys like me, okay? White guys who can't dance.
Faster, do it faster, 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 back and forth. Yeah, okay, good. So you got the arms with the chest. You got to do the shoulder shimmy so that, yeah, so combine the arms and that. Good, you got the top out. That's awesome. That's half it. And then it's the legs. Now, the legs is difficult to teach. Yeah. Think of it like a shuffle. Yeah. So you're shuffling the legs. So start out slow like that. Now, got the arms, got the shuffle. Now speed up slowly. Faster, faster. Do the shoulder, okay, faster. Yeah, you go, you got it. Woo!
And doing the dance with James looked like so much fun that Jacob and Dean had to give it a shot too.
And do the shoulder shimmy, there you go. Yeah, you guys got it. That's awesome. Nice, that's great.
I don't know how to do it. I can't do it.
After our interview, we hung out at the big house I bought, and James showed us how he puts his songs together. He gave us some insight into how he writes his music.
I don't really use sheet music for anything because you don't need to. I feel the music. I feel it. You know, I'm sure lots of people will disagree with me, but I don't know. I don't like to be too like technical with the theory and all that. I just
you're like Tiger Woods.
I do what sounds good, basically, right?
It's like Tiger Woods.
He then got to talking about mixing and how important it is to EQ vocals. He showed us the mix for Fairy in the Night and made a very funny realization while doing so.
Now, I'm looking at this, and I'm like, did I really not EQ Nicole's vocals? I'm like, you gotta be James and me. I can't believe it. Like, you gotta be James and me, right? Like.
So James started packing up all his stuff, and this is when we started talking about this video that I wanted to make. And dude, this was my favorite part of the entire day, I think, because I think it completely sums up who James Chapeski is as a person.
How many subscribers do you got?
I got like over 4 million.
4 million? Wow, okay.
He had no idea who I was. He didn't look me up to figure out like who I was or what I did. All he thought was like, oh, someone wants to talk to me about my music? Fuck yeah, let's do it. I love my music.
Wait, he didn't even fucking like recognize that his TikTok account was massive? Like, that's insane. I mean, that makes it so much cooler, but also it's like, what? If you get a DM from someone with like a big ass account, you don't even like look at the account, do your due diligence. What if this guy was an asshole? I mean, luckily Kurtis is a sweetheart, but yo, Canadians are living on a different planet. I'm just going to say it. Canadians have just like a very different way of doing things, okay? I just cannot for the life of me have like a massive fucking account reach out and be like, hey, can I do an interview with you? And then immediately assume that that is like not going to be contentious in some capacity. Like maybe I'm a cynical guy, but goddamn, dude, what if he was the Canadian Keemstar? Yeah, literally.
Do you have any idea how fucking awesome that is? Well, don't do it. Don't do that. Do your research before you show up to a random house to meet 3 men. I just thought that was so incredible, dude. So after the interview, another few months went by. I went to Australia. You know, my life is like a movie. It's just crazy. I'm just always
You're a political streamer, that's why. I thought it was because I run the top of the hour ad break, and that has cultivated a fuck ton of negative reactors. You know what I mean? At the top of the hour, there's 3 minute ad break. If you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe. Pearl didn't look up Piers Morgan. No, I think Pearl thought Piers Morgan was not going to offer a contentious interview for some fucking dumbass reason. Or maybe she didn't care because she just like lives on the drama of it all because it just means more eyeballs. Here's the 3 minute ad break now, by the way.
But once I got back and we were both free, it was go time. I thought me and James were going to write the song together, but he just showed up with a fully written song for both of us, a duet titled Feeling of Victory. So now that I own this huge house, I had James come over yet again to record some vocals and film the music video. James arrived at the house and we realized that we were pretty much wearing the exact same outfit. I'm being 100% serious, we did not plan this. I also fucking never wear red. I think it was destiny. I had a donut, we were laughing and hanging out, I had another donut, and James began setting up our makeshift recording studio in the living room. We spent the next hour recording my vocals for the song.
I'll try laying a track down.
Okay, no, if it's bad, I'll just delete it, so okay. Yeah.
James is not afraid to tell you if you did something that he didn't want you to do.
When I heard her voice call out.
Okay.
First take? Okay, first take?
Oh, I'm gonna delete that, but I mean...
No, keep it.
No, I have some suggestions.
Yeah.
So.
And with the help of James, each take got a little bit better. And he was forcing me to take creative risks. At one point, he was even forcing me to rap my part of the song.
The way she moved, the way she sang, the feeling
I'm glad we didn't do that. And after about an hour, we got the take.
I heard her voice call out.
That's it. Yeah, that's what I like. You nailed it. That's exactly what I was talking about with the...
Yeah, the direction was really good. Because at the beginning, I was like, I nailed it first try. But it sounds so much better than the last one.
I'm always trying to make you do your best.
Now the only thing left was to film the music video. So we did that. We did it. So here's the music video. But before that, we got to talk about the sponsor of this video, Opera. I don't know about you guys, but I'm on the computer. Work to out Opera 1 today for free. That song will be available to stream on Spotify and everywhere else. If you want to watch just the music video, just head over to James's channel because it'll be uploaded there in its entirety, and also subscribe to him while you're there. Seriously, subscribe to James. My goal for this video is to make it so when you type James, C-H-A, Chapesky shows up before Charles, okay? At first, this video was just about taking a closer look at a TikToker who makes unique music. But after talking with James, spending a couple days with him, and then even creating with him, this whole process changed into something so much more. I feel like I've learned so much from James over the past few months. I've learned to appreciate and often envy.
Holy fuck, he went from, since his video came out and it was trending at #1, he's at 41,000 fucking subs.
I woke up one day.
Which is crazy. This dude is about to cook my YouTube channel by the time this video
His
makes
sincerity,
its cycle.
passion, and confidence. And those are all incredibly admirable qualities that I think we should all try to implement in our own lives. And if you listen to James's music, you'd pick up on a common lyrical theme. He uses the words light and night a lot.
In the night, see the light. In the darkness, there's no light. When the darkness rules the night.
I've noticed like a theme in your song.
Night.
It's sort of become like a meme.
Get that a lot, yeah.
On TikTok
Yeah,
a little
I know.
bit. Is there like a special like significance to that, do you think?
I feel like, I don't know, I found something that worked and I kind of just got into this habit. I do need to expand more and reach out because I do tend to use the same lyrics over and over again. I admit it.
I refuse to believe that. Maybe James isn't consciously aware of it, but I think subconsciously, he knows what it all means. The internet can be a dangerous, daunting, dark place. It sometimes feels like a pitch black, endless night where you feel crowded but completely alone at the same time, and it frequently feels inescapable. But if you look hard enough in places you wouldn't normally look, and you give it some time and some dance moves, a light will appear, and that light in the night is James Chapesky. And if you think otherwise, you gotta be James and me.
Pretty fire.
People have all these dreams, all these things they want to do, but something's holding them back. And they feel like, oh, well, what if I'm not good enough? Or what if someone doesn't like it? Well, who cares? You're not going to please everyone, right? Like, just do what you want to do and ignore the haters. I like people to feel something when they're listening to my music. I don't want it to just be background elevator music. I want it to be either powerful, emotional, people to walk away like feeling something after they hear this stuff. How to get anywhere in this world is you got to be unique, you got to be different. If you're doing the same kind of stuff that everyone else is doing, then you're just like, well, why are people going to watch your stuff? You got to stand out. The sky's the limit. You can do whatever you want.
I'm falling for you. I'm lying awake, it's like an earthquake. Baby, I don't know what to do.